started as a teacher here 5 years ago, and 3 years ago had my first son who is now attending nursery. So I think it was the best way I could have seen the school to understand how we approach our teaching and our response to children, which I think is exemplary.
When we first found out that we were moving to Singapore in 2018, the most important thing for us was finding a school that was the right fit for my children. The Early Learning Village ticked off so many boxes for us when they came to meet their teachers and when it was the orientation days. It was so good as parents to see that our kids were running around like they were right at home.
Yeah, the sense of belonging is really important for us. When the child arrives at school, they have certain areas that they go to, and that is their area for the day. That's one of the reasons it's called the Stamford Early Learning Village, is because we wanted to create that village feel.
Belonging is something that is very important for me. So I think connecting with students meaningfully, giving them a place where they feel safe, secure and supported. Everyone gets involved to work together to achieve valuable outcomes for children.
I think children, especially in the early years, they are so sold by what they can play with. The bikes that are around, the multiple playgrounds that are around. It's like heaven for children.
This is the kind of early year experience that I wish I had had. We always remind our children how lucky they are to be in a space like this, where everything is made for them, where the pool is 75 centimeters deep, where the playground has a pirate ship in it, and being in an inspiring environment, being somewhere where you're encouraged to explore and create and play and be yourself.
I want them to experience a lot of different things aside from just your reading and writing and math. I want them to have a well-balanced education where they do have exposure to so many different things, where they use different sides of their brains. Also just growing up, learning how to be a great team player, leading with kindness. And I think that the school has done a great job at teaching them that.
I work with a lot of professionals who bring different perspectives to their thinking, to child development, to educational philosophy. One of the fascinating things about young children is that they recognize big topics and they grapple with big ideas from a very young age. I try and learn from the children in the way that they approach their art and design, learning from mistakes, using setbacks and challenges as opportunities for growth.
Leilani's confidence has definitely gone through the roof. She has definitely come into her own, where she knows the hobbies that she likes. She knows the specialist classes that she loves. She loves art and 3D design this year. Last year and the year before she did violin, but I do think that she's taking a really particular liking to cello this year.
One of the things that's really unique about us here at Stamford is the specialist program that we offer. They have a weekly Suzuki music program with the specialist teachers. We have art and design. We have a daily language program, and for every parent you'll choose for your child to do either Spanish or Mandarin. During our PE time we have perceptual motor program and smart moves program. We also have an absolutely amazing aquatic centre. The bilingual program is a little separate from our regular program in that the children in this program have 50% of the instruction in Mandarin. Some of our children need a little bit of extra support, and we have our own occupational therapists and speech-language pathologists.
I think that the biggest thing has been their happiness, the nurturing environment that they felt within the classrooms. My children have had wonderful teachers, wonderful teaching assistants, wonderful specialists, a very well-rounded education to make them great global citizens, and I feel great knowing that they were able to experience this and move forward in their education.
I know that they really understand the way that he communicates best, and there's that understanding of him that informs how they approach his learning. I think that classroom environment is really having a big impact.
When our children leave the ELV, we want them to be well-rounded. We want them to be inquirers and reflective and knowledgeable and confident. We want them to care for one another. And most importantly, we want them to have a love of learning that will carry through for the rest of their life.